Hey guys, we'll be getting started in just few minutes and gonna wait for more folks to join. And this session is gonna be all about the V collection and the FX collection by Arturia. Just a special kind of review just before you make any decisions, buying anything, or maybe you have questions. Or just for fun. So I'm gonna get started real soon. Hey Yaves. Destroy team. Hey guys. Alright guys, so just let me know before we get started that you can actually hear what I'm saying, and you can hear the Pigments here. I'm gonna turn on the cameras. Let's see what we've got. All right. So I think we have cameras. I have a couple of cameras here. Just playing with this streaming setup, and today I got something new, the Ivermedia streamer, cam streamer. So I'm testing it out with my my new Sony camera. So this is the camera that you're watching now. All right, so we have Pigments loaded here, and I'm going to show you. We're going to do a quick overview of the V collection and the effects. There are so many products, so many plugins. It's going to be absolutely very difficult to cover everything, and especially going into depth. But again, if you're not familiar with these products, if you're not familiar with Arturia, it's going to be just a nice overview. And you can definitely check my channel for more things related to Pigments, which I have a lot, and some other synthesizers like the Prophet V, OB-Xa, the SQ80, and maybe some others. I just don't remember right now. And yeah, it's getting worse every year. Every Black Friday is really going to be difficult for all of us, but hopefully we'll get through this period of time safely and, well, not too broke. So let me just get the camera angle here. It's just not right. And yeah, so let's see. We already have few folks here. We have Destroy Team. We have XP50 Player. I have Yaves. We have Secret, and probably some more. So if you're joining this live stream and you can say hello in the chat. Also, let me know if you want to join and talk with me while I'm streaming. This is going to be fun. I can do this, or at least we can try and do this through the Discord. So I'm going to invite you guys, and if you go into this room, this voice channel, general, and you can go here and join the stream. This is really cool stuff. So let's put that in the chat. And if you want to join the Discord, this is my server where we can talk about plugins, music, anything else. So it's all cool. Yeah, let's get started. So this is the Discord. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to actually monitor all the comments and everything. I'm gonna I'm gonna take a look from now and then. Hopefully I don't miss any of your comments or questions. I don't have a co-host. This is a small shop here. So first, let's just jump over to Arturia website. And if you go and look at the products, you'll see that they have software products and they have real hardware. So they have lots of stuff, but we are interested in two categories in the software instruments, and the flagship of that will be the V collection. And if you go into the V collection, you'll see that we get, well, a lot of instruments. This is a very long page, and there is a lot of information. So Arturia is amazing with their documentation and with their information that they are sharing. So you can see what is new in V Collection 8. We have the Juno 6. We have Emulator 2 V, which is really great. We also have Vocoder V, which is wonderful. And we have OB-Xa, we have Jupiter 8, we have Stage, Piano 73, that's a suitcase, I don't know. We also have Analog Lab, which is, I'm going to show you that's something that you will probably get if you buy any of their other products, even keyboards. You will get that, and there are some other things here. But if we dive in here, you'll see all these icons. So a lot of very iconic synthesizers, recreation of synthesizers, and yeah, I don't know if my voice is too loud. So let me know in the chat here. I don't know what's happening here. Seems like it's very loud. Right. So let's dive in. Right. That was kind of an overview. Just well, I didn't say anything about the effects. So Arturia recently, I mean, the couple of years now, also released a bunch of effects, and some of them are recreation of existing real hardware components or effects, and some of them are just plain originals. So you can see that they have, for example, the EQ Citrel, which I covered, and the comp diode, which is a compressor, very iconic one. And then they issued this one, Bass Force, which is a combination. I'm going to show you that. It's a combination of effects. Really cool stuff. And then they also have the Chorus Dimension D, which is wonderful. We also have the Phaser Bitron. We have Flanger and the Chorus Juno, which is the chorus unit from the Juno 6. And then we also have stuff like this reverb intensity. We have delay eternity, which are originals. They are not a recreation of any existing product. And we also have filters, and we have preamps. So this is really, really great stuff. I'm covering pretty much everything in my channel. From the I have all of the effects. So if you want to deep dive and know exactly every single option, what it does, I'm covering that. You don't need to read the user manual, maybe just a little bit. So now, with this boring introduction, let's have a quick look at Pigments. So this is Pigments. It's not a recreation of a synthesizer, right? So what we have here, for example, is two engines. We covered that in the channel a few times already, so I'm not going to bother. This is a patch that I worked on. And what you can see here, that it features the few things. First of all, we have this wavetable engine. So you can click this title here, and you'll see that you have choices many options of wavetables. If you don't know exactly what a wavetable is, you can see it here. You can see that we have different wave shapes and they are stuck together, and you can just sort of browse them. And you can do this statically, but you can also automate that. And this is what I've done here. You can see that we have some automation on the position. You can see this blue thing flying here. So this is what I'm doing, but I also have some other stuff here. So I have this pluck here, this marimba. So I'm gonna just, let's turn off. Right, so that's the idea. So I have two things going on here, and I also have unison mode on chord, and the chord is major. Right, and I can turn this to, I don't know, minor 7. Right, pretty nice. So very easily you can create chords, and this is really fun stuff. So what we have also here is a bunch of effects, and we have two buses, FX A and B, and you can load many effects into this. So again, if you want to learn more about Pigments, I have really tons of stuff on Pigments in my channel. So let's see something else. Let's see some other stuff that we can find in the V collection. So I'm gonna go, and if you have any requests, anything in particular, just let me know. And I'm gonna show you something here. Let's have a quick look at one of the latest releases. So it's the SQ80 V. So I got that in my channel. I have a deep dive on this one. So let's load it up and see what we've got. So this is a recreation of the Ensoniq crosswave synthesizer, and let's hear how it sounds. I'm gonna just put my headphones. Let's try something else. Basses. And you have the mod wheel doing stuff here, so it's really dynamic. Right, let's try something else, Sweet and Dirty. It's sequencing. Right, and so what is interesting about all the recreations, all the stuff that we have from Arturia, is the fact that they also added the more modern way to control everything. So here, if you go into synthesis, you'll see that we have 3 oscillators, we have 1 filter, we have 4 envelopes, we have 3 LFOs, and we can do a lot of things. So, of course, you need to know just a little bit about, synthesis and know what it is that you're doing. But generally speaking, this is really cool stuff. So if we go inside here, we'll click this, you'll see that we have the original SQ80 waveforms. We have trans waves, which is sort of early wave table. We also have some hidden wave shapes. So if we'll go trans wave, we'll select square. I'll select that one. close this, you'll see that we have this slider. And of course we can automate that. So I can click the plus here and select LFO1 and click and drag up, and now it's moving. And I really love the way that Arturia is doing these kind of easy modulations with these pluses, and you can modulate other stuff. So you can already see that the frequency here is modulated, and you can see the amount, and we can also modulate the resonance if we like. So we'll click the plus, we can go and select envelope 2, click, drag up, and you can see that bump, that's the resonance, right? Right, so this is pretty cool. So this is SQ80 V. Let's see what else we have. We also have effects. So we have 4 effect slots, and if you click this, you'll see that you get a bunch of effects. So definitely always experiment. So even if you're using a preset, you're just a preset person, that's fine, but dig in. Try to get some more stuff inside. Hope this makes sense. Let me know in the comments. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with my session here, which just bumps the CPU here because there's nothing here. Maybe because I'm streaming or anything, I don't know. Anyway, that's SQ80 V. Let's try something else. Let's see what else we have. And again, if you have any preferences, just let me know. So something else that was released just before that, we have the OB-Xa, which is the Oberheim synthesizer, real iconic, and you can hear this in the jump, in the Van Halen jump. Right, and well, it's really cool stuff. So what we have here again is the original representation in terms of user interface, and I'm going to show you what you have here in a moment. But then you also have advanced. So if you click the advanced, you see the top panel here, and here we have again modulations and effects, and this is a repeating something that you'll see in any synthesizer. You have few things that always there. We have the we have the oscillators or whatever, or the sampler or whatever makes the noise. We have filters, we have envelopes and amplifiers, and then we have modulations and effects. These are the kind of things that you will find in any synthesizer. And here we have the master volume, and you can also create chords. Clicking this chord, and you get immediate vibe here. And I can click this select, and then you can create specific chords. How cool is that? And then if you go to modulations here, you can also see, let me close this one. So in the modulations, you can see that you can load different modulators, right? And then decide how they are going to be modulated. So let's try the master volume, and I'll do something clicking this. And we need to set this. Right, and you can see exactly what's happening. And we also have the modulation matrix here, and you see that we have volume, key, aftertouch, mod wheel, and filter envelope, and then we have different assignments here. So really easy stuff. Again, let me know in the comments if I'm clear, if you can hear me, if you can hear the synthesizers. I just want to make sure I'm not talking to myself. Secret. Okay, you are in the Discord. Let me check it out. Let me see. Voice connected. Screen. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. Video. Okay, I see you here. So I'm going to check out the. Let me check out the audio settings. And speakers. Yeah, all right. So I think I found the. All right. Can you speak now?
Test.
Okay, you are in you are in the chat. So that was the problem.
Fantastic.
Yeah, great.
So, it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Udi.
Yeah, it's my pleasure too. So it's really fun stuff, guys. You see, this is what I mean. It's really easy because what I'm using here is something that is called Go XLR, and the Go XLR. I don't know if I can show you this without doing too much damage to stuff. Let me see if I can do it. So okay, so hopefully we're getting things back.
I hear you
Okay,
on Discord.
yeah, now it's back.
I hear you on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm good. All right, so okay, we are back. I shouldn't been. It's a bad idea to do this during live stream, but whatever.
We all learn together, brother.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's back. It's back, and let's continue this. So this is the OB-Xa V by Arturia. It's really fun stuff. I mean, all these synthesizers have really great stuff. So there's a question by Malik Amar if there's a guitar plugin. No. So they don't do virtual instruments per se. So they don't have guitars or anything. They don't have even guitar amp simulators or anything like that. So I had a Hi Serge. I had a conversation with their product managers and we talked about stuff and maybe maybe things that they're working on will include some more things related to maybe samplers or anything like that. But currently, I don't think they have anything. So this is the OB-Xa V. Let's see what else we have. yeah, we have some cool stuff here. So I really like the simple and basic synthesizers that they have here, like the Prophet, for example, which also I have in my I covered that one very good. So if any of you guys want to learn synthesizers from the ground up, you don't know anything about how a synthesizer works, then first of all, this one is really good for to learn. And also in my video I explain all the basics. So again, you can see here all the usual suspects. You can see that we have oscillator A, oscillator B. These are the oscillators. They have wave shapes. Then we have one filter which is coupled with its own envelope, and then we have the amplifier envelope here. And there are a bunch of other things that you can do, like modulate things with the mod wheel or some assignments by the LFO. So let's try and play this. And it's not playing because probably lost the connection here. Let's see how it works now. Yeah, never mess with yeah, very strange. No sound at all. Yeah, not good. Yeah, let me try and close this, and we'll go back and see how it works. Maybe we'll get lucky. Yeah, all right. So worst case, we'll do another live stream. And yeah, in the meantime, if you have any questions or anything, just let me know in the comments. Yeah, this is really strange stuff. So I can see the MIDI coming in. Let's load it again. Yeah, we have the driver loaded. No driver. This will teach me not to mess around with the setup. That's fine. Yeah, there you go. Right, so while it looks like a very old and like something really basic, it can get you with a lot of sounds. Right, and let's try something else. So we have pads. And what you see here is the Prophet VS, which is a more advanced version of the Prophet, which wasn't very popular, but in this plugin we have both of them. So we have them stacked one on top of the other, and then you can basically create sounds that not possible with one or the other, but just both of them. And you can select which one you want to work with. So we can go and try some keys. All right, so that's the Prophet. And let's see what else we have. Yeah, I think
Hey,
there's.
Udi, since I have you on, I just wanted to let you know that because of the delay between YouTube and Discord, trying to select one or the other is kind of key,
Mhm.
and there's no audio from your instrument coming through the Discord side. I didn't know if you knew that or not, but I wanted to make sure you knew.
No, no. So I know that the sound from Cubase will not go into Discord. So I know
Oh,
that.
okay, okay. Just
Okay, I
just
can.
checking.
Yeah, I can mess. I can try something, and but I'm just.
Yeah, yeah, we can worry about that later. I just wanted to make sure you knew. That was all. And since I
Yeah.
have you, I was wanted to ask you a quick question, if I could.
Sure.
Since you're in contact with Arturia, I've been kind of wondering about their Sound Explorers collection. And when I look at it, it looks like it comes with a hard drive, and it looks like it comes with collection 7. I think they're on 8 now.
Mm-hmm.
But I was kind of curious, like how they handle that, since their library is in another version, but they're offering something. Yeah, it says V Collection 7 is offered in their Sound Explorer collection. So I was
So
kind of curious if you knew anything about that or.
no, I don't know. Let me have. Okay, so the question is, it's a good question. So they have two main bundles here. We have the V collection, which is the full. And by the way, you don't. I'm just gonna say that you don't have to buy the V collection at all. It's quite expensive, but if you're interested in few of the or just one specific product, then go for it. But I mean, eventually, if you're addicted to that, you will eventually get them all. But anyway, the Sound Explorer. Let's go inside and see. So it's well, it's something else, and I think what we need to do again here is I'm gonna reach out to them and see exactly what why is it that they include the V Collection 7. So you can see that you have everything inside this V Collection 7, and yeah, and it's
And
it
and I like to give them benefit of the doubt and say, okay, well, clearly that's the outdated product. Naturally, they'll upgrade it. But because I tried to reach out to them and I've tried to, get clarification on it, and with
absolutely.
all three of my Twitter followers, I don't have the heft to get their attention. I didn't want to just put down money and just be wrong.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna get you that answer hopefully tomorrow. Um, yeah. So what I can see is that it includes also all the effects, right? And including pigments. So pigments is kind of a uh, step brother to everything here. It's like it's not part of the V collection in a natural way. Anyway, yeah. So it's a good question, and it comes. It's like you get everything. So interesting stuff. Yeah, and it's half price here. All right, let me um, let me get back to you and everybody else. So if anyone else wants answers for that one, check the Discord server, okay? Or get in touch with me through my page. Okay, so this is my page, very simple, facebook.com, Udi Audio, that's me. And send me an email or, sorry, send me a message about anything. Anything, every plugin that I have in my, that I'm covering in my channel, feel free to ask me question about it. And if it's something that I need to go back to the companies, I'll do that for you guys. Okay, so I have the connections. They usually get back to me fairly, quick. So that's my service to you guys. Okay, very easy. Send me questions, you'll get answers. So it's a good question. So this is also part of the V collection. You'll get the Mini V. Do you guys know which synthesizer this is a recreation of? Let me know in the comments here in the chat. Cool stuff. So let's try something else. We have sequences. So one of the things that I'm always amazed about is that all these recreations of synthesizers, and you might think, well, this is outdated sounds. No, you can get absolutely any sound from any of these instruments. You just need to know where to look, either presets or create your own. The basic idea is the same. You have oscillators, you have filters, you have some modifiers, and here we also have advanced stuff. So we have LFO, arpeggiators, we have modulations, we have effects. So this is really great stuff. Let's move on. Let's see some more stuff. So this is the Mini V. Let's see what else we have. And again, guys, let me know in the comments if you have any preferences, what to look at. We also have, by the way, pianos, and these are physically modeled. They are not sampled. So we have some pianos here, and I'm not if you follow my my channel, you know that I'm a very basic piano player, if that at all considered to be piano player. And let's see something else. You'll see that all the plugins are resizable. Okay, we can resize, and here we have all these pianos and micings, and we have actions that you can do, and we have a mixer, and there are some things that you can do here, which is really great. Right, and you can see the piano tuning. This is American Grand, can go for Japanese. Right, and so maybe now it's good time to put some effects on. Okay, so I can go here. This is Cubase, of course. Everything works with any DAW. So if we go to Arturia, you'll see that I have a bunch of categories here, and let's add a bit of reverb. So in the reverb department, and Arturia, Eternity. Yeah, okay. Eternity, reverb. We have the reverb intensity, we have the plate 140, and we have spring. So let me get this one because it's really interesting stuff. So this is a completely original plugin, not recreation of anything, and it's amazing. So, and I'm gonna just remove this analog lab here. Remove this for now. And we have the size, distance. We can add pre-delay. We have modulations, and if you click the advanced, you get even an envelope follower. you have filters, pre and post, and you have functions which you can assign to all kinds of stuff. So I'm going very fast here, but you probably get the idea. This is really powerful.
Are there microphone selections by chance?
On the piano?
Yes, the different
Yeah,
microphones or.
if you can change. Okay, so to be honest, I'm not very familiar with the piano. I hardly ever used it. It sounds great. It's very usable, but let me try. And so we have mics set up here, and there's a few mic. Well, we have close mic. So it seems like it's just pre-configured. Yeah, it's pre-configured.
That's okay. My more important question to me, and I'm glad that you're bringing this piano up, is because the past couple of days I've been struggling, not just with this brand. I won't bring up other brand names because I'm sure that, you a lot at this time to Arturia, which I respect.
No, it's
But
fine.
there are different softwares with different instruments with multiple microphones.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm trying to figure out is placing them in, say T-Verb from Eventide, or if I place it within Mir from Vienna Symphonic Library, how I can properly route the microphones
Mm-hmm.
into those spaces to those microphones, kind of like patching through so I can get the proper reverberation in
Right.
those spaces. So that's kind of where I'm a little bit stuck. I'm sure I'm probably missing something simple,
So,
but some of them have their own microphone models, and I don't want to color it. It's something I don't see a lot of people dealing with, and it'd be great to have a clearer understanding of how to approach it. Maybe if
so
you have a time for a tutorial one day.
yeah, maybe. So first of all, this particular piano, I don't think it's not sampled. Okay, so it's all I would say synthesized in some way. It's physically modeled, and so it's not like they actually used microphones, as far as I understand. It's not in the sense of sample-based pianos. And in the spaces that you describe and or other pianos, you have choices because they actually modeled the different mics, I guess, and they give you the option to move them around, but or route them in different ways. I really don't know, I have to admit. So, but again, if you send me any specific questions about this piano, I can try and get some answers. If you have questions about other pianos as well, well, I have a lot of piano reviews in my channel, both from Native Instruments. We have from UVI some stuff, VI Labs. So let's continue this. We have this reverb, and we also have some other stuff here. So we have plate 140. By the way, that was a Christmas present by Arturia a couple of years ago or so. And we can just get some more. Right, and there are some other things that you can find with Arturia, the delays. So there is the delay memory bridge, which is a well-known delay pedal, and they also have the deluxe, and they have a longer one. That's the bucket size. I mean, it's a specific. It's called bucket bridge, and so you get the effects from capacitors. And there's also mid-side mode. And of course, there's also the iconic space echo, right? So it's really great, and it is very, very good. And it has also reverb. Right? And some other stuff that you can find with the effects collection is some other things like filters, which I really love. So these filters can add and spice things that you do. And let's get some. And let's change the piano to something else, so we'll get some more example of things that can be done. So I'm loading the Synclavier V. And let's bypass the filter. So this is the sound. And now let's add the filter. And without. How cool is that? You don't need to do anything. It just magic happens. And again, without. I wouldn't say that this is a boring sound. Right, let's get a pad. See how many presets they got here. So I'm trying to find a nice pad.
So
now
I'm not. I don't have, aside from Pigments, any Arturia instruments. So I saw you pulled up that additional panel a second ago. How did that come up?
Right. You see this partial?
Yes.
And there is also the screen.
Oh.
Okay. So this.
Okay. Thank you.
And so
like
that
watching Transformers.
Absolutely. So I'm always saying I'm talking with people. Don't think that all these just learning all these buttons will give you so much options, and many people just don't take the time to read the user manual. I do. I didn't have the time to go through everything that we have here in all of these instruments. It's just way too much. So people that actually play the original hardware, probably they know something and they know what to expect, but I don't. So another very iconic synthesizer is the DX7. So the electric piano. This is a frequency FM modulation kind of synthesizer, and it is very, very popular. So just going to show you something. So if you click the advanced, again, transformers, we have 6 operators, and the way they work on one on top of the other, creating the sound. So if we just imagine that we have on the OP1, we have just a sine wave, and we put something else on top of that. Let's say we put another sine wave, but in a different frequency or rate or something. then it will mess everything up, and eventually you'll get those sounds. And the algorithm that you see here in the screen, this is how they operate one on top of the other. So you can see that we have 2 operating on 1, 4 on 5, and so on, and there's also a feedback. And let's try and find something interesting here in the pad. See how fun it is? So this is the sound without the filter.
Hey, you sound incredible. It takes me back to Terminator and like Time Bandits.
Absolutely. Right, so let's try something else. Let's try another one. So we also have Filter Sam. Let's load that one up. So that's another effect. Right, and I just want to remind everybody that if you guys enjoy the videos and you want to show your appreciation, always hit the like button, leave some comments, and use my affiliate links to buy your dose of of plugins. I have a link here. This link to Plugin Boutique is an affiliate link. If you use this link, I will get a little commission, not something to to quit my day job, but definitely this supports me with the channel, and I'm able to go and invest back in equipment and in plugins myself, so I can do all of that. Let me just paste this in. Right, and there's a bunch of other links in the description of any video. So I'm really excited every time anybody buys anything. If you want to get like private sessions with myself, get exclusive coupons, and get better chances at giveaways, you can always join the channel membership. So I'm just mentioning that before I forget. It's a kind of a subscription. So you click this, you select the tier. You see me trying to say something about this, and that's cool. But if you don't want to join and you don't want subscription, that's absolutely fine. You can always get in touch with me if you need anything, and we can talk through Discord. So that's with that out of the way, let's continue. So this is Filter Sound. Let me show you a couple of more things that you can find in the FX collection. So you can find also modulations. So we have chorus dimension D, we have the Juno 6, we have flanger, and we have phaser. So all of these, well, I'm not showing you a good example here with this because I don't have a mix running and I don't want to overload the session because I'm streaming. I need to prepare that ahead of time. But the Bytron, for example, is a great, really great phaser. So let's hear with and without. So the sound is already too much. Right, so this is without. have a pedal here. And we also have the flanger BL20. All these guys, all these plugins, I covered them in my channel before. So this is the flanger. Let's do without. Right, and let's try and find something else. Without and with. It's very, very subtle. And again, we have the advanced mode, right? So this is really cool stuff. Let me show you something else. Well, we also have the all kinds of well, dynamics. We have the usual suspect. You'll find the 76, the famous 76. It's not a good example here, but you get the idea. 1176 compressor. Right, and that's something that you can find here. You can also find the 76 VCA 65, also very well-known compressor, really good stuff. And we also have some other interesting plugins like the Bass Force, which is a complete original where you have different channels here. You have EQ, filter, compressor, and saturator here. So this is really great stuff. And we also have some more stuff here that I didn't cover, like the EQs. So let me show you this one. You might recognize this as well. Pre-1973. Right, and we also have some other things that I didn't show you. Let me try and find. So we have also delay. In the delay, I didn't show you the memory bridge. Sorry, I show you the memory bridge, but I didn't show you Eternity. So Eternity is a completely original Arturia delay, and it is amazing. So you have two lines. You have line 1, line 2, and for each one you can select left and right or go with mid side. And when you do that, you'll see that you have the mid and the side. So you can so let's go for dual, and now we have the two lines. Each one is with mid and side. They are synced. We also have some filter inside here, and if you go advanced, you also have input equalizer. You have LFOs that you can assign to all kinds of things. Right, let's try some of the presets. Very nice. So that's also in the FX collection. And what else we have in mastering? So we saw that we have the compressor, and they did just release 3 new plugins. One of them is the Citral EQ, for example, and this is also a bass effect. It's an EQ that you would put on buses, on master buses. And that's pretty much it. So again, the V collection and the FX collection are really, really great stuff. So let's try and see what else we have. I really, before we finish this, I wanted to show you guys the Analog Lab. So Analog Lab is really well, it's one place to sort of use all the different synthesizers and you know, in one baked interface, but you don't have a lot of control over the sound. It's not like you have all these instruments. And so if you go, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I'm really glad you're covering it because I almost forgot to ask about what Analog Lab was, and I've been wondering for like a year. So thank you.
Sure. So it's to be honest, I'm not an expert on that one, but let's try and get some you know, basic walkthrough here. So first of all, we have this main view. And in this main view, again, the idea is to explore the sound more from the sound direction rather than the instrument direction, though you can do it. So you can go and say, okay, I would like to have something that is string. So I'm clicking that one, and now it's all meshed up. So you can see the designer, you see the type, you see the name. What you don't really see is which instrument plays that. And let's try and find something. So you see, every time I select something, I'm just browsing through the presets. Let's try this one, and clicking this one.
So it's more macro than micro. It more focuses on composition and arrangement than it does about sound design.
Exactly, because well, you can't have it all, right? So you can't have all the instruments in one small price and, you know, one very simple interface. It's just a way for them to give you a taste. And especially if you're not into synthesizer and synthesis and you don't know how to handle all the complexities, well, and you use just the presets, right? So you get it here. And by the way, you can filter out by the instrument if you like, and you see all the instruments. So we can say, okay, I'm gonna filter this with a SQ80, and then I'm gonna go and filter this by keys or mallets, whatever. Right, so what else do we have? So we have some controls here on the bottom. We have chorus, we have phaser, we have delay, we have reverb. Right, let's get rid of the mallets here, sweet and dirty. And you can see how many presets we have just by filtering out the by instrument. So I'm going to clear this, and we see that we have 11,351 presets to choose from. That's not too bad, I think.
No, it's fantastic.
Right.
And being transparent, looking at it from this side of it, I'm surprised more companies don't offer tools that they're offering now, like for music theory. So that, say you don't want to buy all these new tools and you want to just have something built in that does chords or scales.
Right.
It would call it cheating or whatever. Just if they have arpeggiators and all this other stuff, it just seems maybe it's time to just also include a few theory tools for sketching.
Right. So you again, there's no. It's okay to talk about any company here. I don't work for Arturia, so I collaborate with them, but I don't work for them. So and I'm happy to promote whatever they do because they support my channel and they allow me to do all these reviews, and I'm thankful for them, as I am for any other company that allows me to work with them. So I would say that you can find in other companies like UVI tools that do more of sequencing. You can find that in in also in Native Instruments. You can find that they have a lot of sequencing products, and maybe we should do another live stream. I don't know if this week or maybe next week, just dedicated to other companies. Like this one was dedicated to Arturia, and we can do another one dedicated to, let's say, UVI or Native Instruments or UJAM or any of
How about
those.
VSL?
Well, I don't work with them, so I
Ah,
don't.
okay.
So it's not that I don't work with them. It's just I actually don't have any of their products. If you if you point me to a specific product, I might go and ask them. Some of these products are very expensive for me to buy on regular basis, and
Hmm.
so it's either I buy them or they give me some, something to review or a
I
demo.
mean, I honestly, I'd love if there would be if they would do mirror. Maybe if they would provide you a copy of mirror so that they would give you like the synchron and a synchron instrument to go with it, with their venues and another venue so that we can hear how you would place their instruments or your instruments inside of their venues, and how it can match with their synchron instruments or other instruments in that space. I think that that would, for me, that would be a tremendous benefit because environment matters to me a lot. Atmospherics.
I got you. So yeah, shoot me again. Discord is good place to talk about these things. Well, I'm not an expert. I would
Definitely.
say I would say that up front. I'm not an expert on that, but it's interesting. So let's try and explore that. So
More than fair. I wanted to make sure I said it on the screen while they may be hearing us on YouTube.
no, it's fine. Again, if you're saying you can't find that information in YouTube, and maybe I should be looking into that. So it's yeah. Again, shoot me an email or in Discord and remind me about that one, and let's see what we can do. I can't promise anything. Anyway,
Okay,
so
fair enough. I appreciate it.
yeah, sure. So this is the analog lab basically. I don't know if they have demo for every. I think most of the time they have demo versions for everything. Let me see. Um, so if we go to analog lab, analog lab V, and yeah, get a demo, get free demo, guys. This is what I always suggest. It's Black Friday. You need to be very strong about it and try the demos. Don't jump over any deals or anything. Try the demo, see for yourself. um, if you need some advice about buying anything, my advice is don't buy things. Save for few good things. But if you are going to buy something and you're not sure about it and you need some advice, and I already have some reviews in my channel, why don't you, you can ask me. I'll try and get you some answers. Right, so this is the analog lab. Other things that the Arturia offers here is again all the older new interfaces, which I didn't have a chance to check. I would love to check out Microfreak. That's on my list. So I'm gonna see if that's gonna happen or not. I don't know. We'll see. And again, this is the V collection and the FX collection. So if you want to learn more about the effects, I got all of them covered in my channel. Some of them are good reviews. Some of them I'm stumbling on my tongue. Well, I'm getting better, I hope, with these as we go. So if there's let's see something else. By the way, the Vocoder V is really fun stuff. I started exploring that and then dropped out. I need to go back into that. And you can load your own samples into this. And I need to remember, where do you see the chords here? So there are some samples loaded in here, but you can also route your own sound into this, like a vocoder, like a real vocoder. And I'm not going into a tutorial how vocoders work, but basically there's a carrier wave, and then there's the input audio that is being manipulated by that carrier wave. So it's a kind of cool effect that you can put on vocals most of the time. Come on. So here you can hear the sample. Come on.
She's walking down the line. She left it all behind, knowing she'll never be saved. It's back in mother town, she always knew would be her fate.
Are those samples coming from the instrument, or are you playing vocal samples through it?
No, it has vocal samples included, but you can, and I should be doing a review on that one once I get the hang of it. But you see all these samples here, they are already preloaded, but you can put that on a on a audio track. You can do that, and then it will use. And you can see that there's like a round robin. And you can load more and more. I can click the plus here, and you can see that we have all kinds of samples already included here. So there's drones, vocals, one word, dance. Let's see what that is. And yeah. Right, and let's go back to voice. And there's some other stuff that's going on here.
I'm afraid.
Crazy.
This
makes me feel like Theo Huxtable when he went to go visit Stevie Wonder on The Cosby Show.
France? Computer technology, France? Science.
Yeah.
Grenoble? France?
Do you know my secret? Do you know my secret? Do you know my secret? Do you know my secret?
I can play with that all day. So that's the Vocoder V, and yeah, it's on my list. I'm just don't have enough time for that one. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do here. And you can turn on the chord. Click the select, get again, I mean, this is again repeating stuff that you can find in the synthesizers. Like, I don't know, let's go for minor.
Do you know my secret? Do you know my secret? Do you know my secret? Do you know my secret?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know my secret? Do you know my secret? Do you know my secret? Do you know my secret?
Right, and there are a bunch of things related to synthesizers, like the waveform, shape, and everything else that works on top of the sample. So that's the Vocoder V, really fun stuff. And what else didn't we cover? So there's so many things that we have here. We also have the ARP. So I don't know this one. I need to learn this. Because what I have here is the little brother of this one. So I have the Odyssey, the ARP Odyssey here. Can flick the camera. Let's see. How can I get the camera? Yeah, that's not it. That's the one. Yeah. So this is here. That's my my Odyssey. Right, and they're connected here, so so that's what we hear, and so I need to do some more tutorials on the Odyssey, but the Odyssey is the little brother of the ARP 2600. And again, there's
Is that theremin?
no, it's an analog synthesizer. Right, and we can add some, let's add reverb. And there is the sequencer here, which is hiding. So I'm gonna.
With the plate, that sounded insane. It took me back to like 90s industrial.
Yeah.
I think you have too much gear. I think we need to ship some of that over here so it doesn't really stop you from creating. I feel like that might be causing you to have too much to have to contemplate on. I don't want you to be congested in your process.
I hear you, yeah, and I what I suggest is I'm opening the studio here. If you want to play around, just come over, get you some synthesizers.
I'd love to, man. That'd be awesome.
So yeah, what I'm trying to do from time to time is really do these giveaways. That's that's my way to say big thank you to you guys, basically. So yeah, it's yeah, I get people asking me about all the plugins and all the synthesizers and how fun it is and all that. So yeah, it's really big fan. I admit I'm addicted to that, but I also I need to do all these videos, right? So it doesn't come without a price. You actually have to do something for it, apparently. But I love it. So so that's how it goes. That's the ARP 2600, and I think my time is up. It's really, really late for me, and
It's around 8 or so there, right?
no, it's 20 past 10 p.m.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because we do daylight savings.
Yeah.
We're so backwards, us and our imperial measurements and time.
No, it's all good. So, guys, I would like to end this, and let's do another session very, very soon. I'm gonna schedule that, and I would like to do every Wednesday, like the same time as I did this one, and then additional sessions whenever I have free time. So I will try be here next week on the same time, but I probably do more live streams as we go in between. So again, big thank you for you guys to joining, watching this, seeing me screw up with the audio interface. And if you have any questions on the V collection or the FX collection, just let me know. You can find me in all the usual places, all the links in the description of all my videos. And that's it. So good night or good afternoon, good morning, and that's it. I'll see you